Caught on camera, police brutality was on public display and the Jantar Mantar protest. The massive use of force by Delhi police and unidentified people on the student protesters in the national capital clearly breached breached means breach means उल्लंघन किया, भंग किया all known protocols of crowd control. After its initial reluctance means अनिच्छा, हिचकिचाहट, the Supreme Court of India has now agreed to hear complaints of police excesses. Excesses means आधिक्य, बहुलता, अति, अत्याचार. On Monday, July 27. Meanwhile, multiple video clips that have su- surfaced mean सतह पर आना या उभर कर सामने आना. Online show personal, both in uniform and in normal clothes, using violence with an apparent means प्रत्यक्ष स्पष्ट जाहिर apparent intent to harm and terrorize the protesters rather than to disperse them. Disperse means बिखरना तितर बितर करना. Some protesters have sustained pellet injuries that the police and the authorities have yet to explain. In one video, an unidentified senior police official of the Delhi police is seen slapping a girl who was standing nearby. In another, an unidentified person in uniform with three stars is seen poking means sticking out or uh, prod or jab with a finger, stick or sharp object. टांग अड़ाना, दखल देना, उंगली या नुकीली चीज से चुभाना. Poking a girl from behind while she was walking away. In third video, personals are seen surrounding a girl with one of them groping. Groping means छेड़छाड़ करना, बुरी नियत से छूना. Her while others leer. मतलब बुरी नजर से देखना, गंदी या तिरछी नजर से ताकना. Others leer and laugh. Some people not in uniform but wearing helmets are seen in video clips on social media beating protesters. Some have been caught on camera while carrying sticks with long nails, while others are seen smashing. Smashing means चूर चूर करना. Vehicles. All this has happened while the protesters were barring a stray. Barring a stray. Stray means आवारा बेघर भटका हुआ भूला भटका. Stray incident or two peaceful. Those who unleashed violence. Unleashed means बंधन मुक्त करना, छोड़ देना, ढील देना, बेकाबू होना, प्रकट करना. Whether authorized police personnel or vigilantes. Vigilants means स्वघोषित रक्षक, बदला लेने वाला. Means who infiltrated. Infiltrate means घुसाव किया, घुसपैठ की. The student protests need to be identified and pursued. Pursued means पीछा करना या पीछा किया, पूरा करने की कोशिश करना, जारी रखना. And held accountable. Police violence against the student protest in Delhi followed a pattern. In 2020, a mob entered the JNU campus and attacked students even as the police looked away. No serious investigation or arrest followed. In 2019, personnel of the Delhi police entered the library of Jamia Millia Islamia and beat up students during the protest against the Citizenship Amendment Act. The crackdown on protesters demonstrating against recurring paper leaks in various examinations marked a new low in this trend. There is no evidence that protesters, who included teenagers, families with toddlers, and women, are involved with large numbers numbers, large-scale violence that warranted the all of police force used. It is heartening that the Chief Justice of India has clarified that his clear reluctance to hear the complaints was only technical in nature, and the court is open to those who seek justice. The court now has before its two petitions documenting the nature and extent of the force used by the police. There must be a thorough investigation to find out exactly who was involved and whether the use of force was authorized and proportionate. There must be a special attention paid to complaints of assaults of sexual nature and to those targeting women and children. Those found guilty must face full force of law. Next article, on guard. The dengue vaccine must be made affordable to those at greater risk. Affordable means जो लोग खरीद सके. CDSO's approval of Quedema dengue vaccine, the first in India's history, follow the vaccine licensing in over 40 countries and a WHO pre-qualification, and some of the countries' worst dengue years vis-a-vis the disease burden. Although there is evidence of better surveillance as well, the Aedes mosquito that spread the disease are expanding into semi-urban and rural districts, where conventional vector control is harder to sustain. The time to develop the vaccine itself is understandable. The four antigenically distinct means alag, dengue serotypes and the possibility of a second infection by a different serotype producing more severe disease. Thorough antibody-dependent enhancement mean that an effective shot has to introduce a strong immunity against all four at once. The constant nearly derailed. Derailed means अपना रास्ते से हट जाना, दिशाहीन होना. The first licensed dengue vaccine, Dengvaxia, and the controversy in Philippines in 2017 prompted greater regulatory caution. The design of Queda by Japanese-based Takeda differs from the Dengvaxia, unlike the latter, can be administered without screening for a proper dengue infection. Its protection against the stereotype varies from the highest against DenV2 followed by DenV1, while uncertainty remains regarding protection against DenV3, DenV4 in people without a prior exposure to dengue. This is concerning because while DenV2 is more common in India, in DenV3 prevalence is increasing. In Denvi, three stereotypes dominates the 2026 monsoon season, or dengue impact could be substantially lower than anticipated, especially if many recipients and dengue naive or quedenga also require two doses across 3 months apart. Clinical data suggests that the first dose protect unevenly, with stronger evidence against DenV1 and DenV2 than DenV3 and DenV4. If a seronegative person takes the first shot on July 1 when the monsoon begins, encounters DenV3 in August, the shot may not suffice to prevent severe illness. Ensuring a highly mobile migrant workforce received its second dose will be significantly difficult too. Those filing through the cracks may also be exposed to concern raised in the TIDES trial of a negative efficacy against hospitalization related to DenV3 among seronegative children. Finally, following Tadeka tired pricing strategy worldwide, Odinga may be too expensive for people living in the dense urban slums with poor drainage. To ensure sufficient uptake among the population at greater risk, the government must negotiate at a lower price. If a seronegative person takes the first shot on July 1 when the monsoon begins, the encounters DNV3 in August, then the shot may not suffice to prevent severe illness. Ensuring the highly mobile migrant workforce receives its second dose will be significantly difficult too. Those falling through the cracks may also be exposed to concerns raised in the tides trial of a negative efficacy against hospitalization related to dengue among seronegative children. Finally, following Tadica's diet pricing strategy worldwide, Odinga may be too expensive for people living in dense urban slums with poor drainage. To ensure sufficient uptake among the population at greater risk, the government must negotiate a lower price. In the end, administrating a dengue vaccine properly in a population is no less tricky than developing a vaccine against dengue, and quitting a rollout should give no cause for complacency. एक बार वर्ड्स का मीनिंग रिवाइज कर लेते हैं. फर्स्ट इज ब्रीच. ब्रीच में उल्लंघन किया, भंग किया. सिनोनिम से वायलेटेड, ब्रोक, ट्रांसग्रेस्ड. इन फ्रेंच रप्चर्ड, पेनिट्रेटेड. से मिलता जुलता सिनोनिम से अनविलिंगनेस, हेजिटेशन, डिस्टिंक्शन. नेक्स्ट वर्ड है सॉरी रिलक्टेंस. रिलक्टेंस का मतलब है अनिच्छा, हिचकिचाहट, संकोच, झिझक. सिनोनिम से अनविलिंगनेस, हेजिटेशन, disinclination, resistance, wavering. Antonyms है willingness, eagerness, readiness, enthusiasm, city. Next word है excesses. Excesses means अति, अत्याचार. Synonyms है over indulgence, extravagance, immodernization, outrages, surplus, superfits. Antonyms modernization, restraint, shortage, deficit, scarcity, temperance. Surface. Surface means सतह पर आना, उभर कर सामने आना. English synonyms say emerged, appeared, aroused, materialized, resurfaced, came to light. Antonyms say vanished, disappeared, submerged, sank, remained hidden. Next, apparent. Apparent का मतलब है प्रत्यक्ष, साफ, स्पष्ट, जाहिर. इंग्लिश का सिनोनिम है obvious, evident, clear, manifest, seeming, ostensible. Antonyms है hidden, obscure, doubtful, unclear, hidden, ambiguous. Next word है disperse. Disperse means तितर बितर होना, बिखरना. Synonyms है scatter, dissipate, spread, distribute, break up, dash it. Antonyms है gather, assemble, collect, accumulate, muster, congregate. Next word है poking. Poking means उंगली या चुकीली जीभ से चुभाना, ठोकना, कुदेरना. Synonyms है prodding, jabbing, nudging, maiding, prying, sticking out. Antonyms है leaving alone, ignoring, withdrawing, pulling back. नेक्स्ट वर्ड है ग्रोपिंग. ग्रोपिंग मीन्स छेड़छाड़ करना, बुरी नियत से छूना. Synonyms say fumbling, probing, feeling around and searching blindly, floundering. Antonyms say finding easily, seeing clearly, navigating directly. से inappropriate touching और molestation इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में देखा जाए तो यह है molesting, pawning, founding, inappropriately touching, non-consensually. Antonyms है respecting personal space, abstaining, living alone. लीर. लीर मतलब इसका मतलब बुरी नज़र से दिखना, गंदी या तिरछी नज़र से ताकना. Synonyms say ogle, smirk, stare, lasciviously, gawk, eyeball, sneer. Antonyms say look away, ignore, glance, respectfully, avoid eye contact, disregard. Smashing. Smashing means चूर चूर करना. Synonyms say shattering, crushing, breaking, demolishing, colliding. Antonyms say repairing, fixing, assembling, protecting, restoring. Stray. Stray means आवारा, बेघर, भटका हुआ. Synonyms say wander, roam, drift, homeless, abandoned off. Antonyms say stay, remain, homebound, direct aim, guided. Unleashed. Unleashed means बंधन मुक्त करना, छोड़ना, ढील देना. Synonyms say released, unchanged, freed, triggered, unbound, untethered. Antonyms say restrained, bound, controlled, suppressed, inhibited. And next word है vigilantes. Vigilantes means स्वयंसेवक जो कानून हाथ में लेते हैं, स्वघोषित रक्षक। Infiltrated means घुसाव किया, घुसपैठ की. Synonyms: penetrated, invaded, permeated, pervaded, insinuated, sneaked into. Distinct. Distinct means पृथक, अलग, भिन्न, अनोखा. Synonyms: discrete, separate, different, clear, unmistakable. Antonyms: similar, indistinct, vague, fuzzy, identical, ambiguous. प्रीवैलेंस मतलब प्रसार, व्याप्ति, व्यापकता. Synonyms से कॉमननेस, करेंसी, परवेसिवनेस, फ्रीक्वेंसी, ubiquity, पॉपुलैरिटी. Antonyms से रेयरिटी, अनकॉमननेस, स्केर्सिटी, इनफ्रीक्वेंसी, अनपॉपुलैरिटी. कॉम्प्लेसेंसी मीन्स आत्मसंतोष, बेपरवाही, लापरवाही, अपने आप से अत्यधिक संतुष्टि होना. Synonyms as smugness, self-satisfaction, carelessness, laziness, inertia. Antonyms: vigilance, carefulness, concern, dissatisfaction, alertness.